Hello, all you beautiful book babes. Today we will be starting our Daddy Month. We are starting off with one of my favorites. We will be reviewing Daddy's Angel by K.A. Knight. So what happens when your boyfriend that you didn't really like breaks up with you? Well, you fuck his dad, of course. Stay tuned to find out if our lead gets her revenge or if it turns out to be more. Hello, all you beautiful book babes. I am sorry for the interruption, but thanks to you all, we were able to obtain another sponsor, and this one I'm really excited about. This episode is brought to you by Dr. Ganja. Now, I know CBD and THCA is a controversial topic, but it's something I really believe in, so much so when I was in college, I wrote a whole paper on the topic and how it is so beneficial versus other medications. I even got my professor to convert on their beliefs on the topic. I used this company way before they reached out about being a sponsor. They have so many different products. They have flower, vapes, topical creams, gummies, spa stuff, and so much more. My favorites are their bath bombs, face wash, and their full spectrum sob relief. With having tendinitis in almost all my joints from playing sports growing up, this really helps with the pain in my joint. My husband loves their flower and vape products. He struggles with anxiety, and this really helps him when he's having an attack. We have never gotten a product and not fallen in love with it. If you want to take advantage of this, all you have to do is go to Dr. Ganja, so it's DrGanja.com, and then at checkout use the promo code SMUT, S-M-U-T, for 5% off your order. This is not just a first time order deal. You can use it whenever you order, which is fantastic. My husband already started using the code. Now, please take advantage of this offer. I think a lot of you will benefit from trying it. And you beautiful book babes, enjoy the rest of the episode. Bye! Hello, all you beautiful book babes. We are back with today's episode. We're on episode 39.
40?
39.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, no. Oh, God. Yeah, you're right. 40. 40. Sorry, I had my calendar up to our Mafia month and wasn't thinking. Oh, my God. So this month is actually, Nicole requested this via theme. Because she's going through this phase. It's kind of like when I requested Amy, right?
It's not a phase. Like,
I go through phases when I'm reading.
I do go through phases whenever I'm reading. I'm more like a mood reader, whatever I'm in the mood for, I read. But stepdaddy ones, I don't give a shit. Time or day, it's never gonna be too much for me. I fucking love stepdaddy. Anytime I come across a stepdaddy, no matter what mood I'm in, I'm fucking reading that shit.
See, I have daddy issues, so when you first introduced me to, like, these stepdaddy tropes, I'm like, ooh, do I want to go down this road? I think this might be fucked up, because I've had 4 or 5 stepdads. No,
okay. You've actually had stepdads.
Yeah, I've had stepdads where it kind of gets into that gray area where you're like, this is so fucked up, but why do I love it?
Just don't picture none of your stepdads.
I know. No. So, like, that's why at first when you suggested it, but then when I read this book,
yeah,
I was like, okay, I'm a changed woman.
Yeah.
I have daddy issues, but I'll still read this.
Yeah.
So today we are doing Daddy's Angel by K.A. Knight. This is one of my favorite K.A. Knight books, too. Like, you gave me Den of Vipers, and you were like, all her other shit's great, too. And I'm like, okay. So I tried Daddy's Angel, and I was like, fuck yeah!
Yeah, it's like, because her stepbrother one, too, is like, oh, fuck me.
Yup, it's really good. Okay, K.A. Knight rating, good read rating.
It has to be close to 5, like 4 point something.
Nope.
Bullshit.
3.49.
Bullshit.
Yup.
That's a lie.
Yep.
I'm sorry, that's a lie.
3.49. So we have our main characters. So we have Lexi, our main female lead. Tyler is our main male lead. And then we have Justin. I needed to throw Justin in there because that is his son.
Right.
And that's kind of important. So we start off with Lexi. She is going to her boyfriend's dad's birthday party. He is really only dating Justin because he is safe. She has dated a few questionable people, and it never turns out good. So she's like, okay, let me try someone safe and reliable. Now she's like she's, mingling, and she sees an attractive older male in the corner of the party. And she, like, is like, wow, he is really hot. This is really bad, because that could be a family member, that could be anybody.
Right.
Justin comes up to her and pulls her to him and goes, "This is my dad."
Yes.
That awkward moment. So I love her first thought, though, when he goes, "This is my dad." She goes, "Please be a stepdad." Please be a stepdad. So now we get Tyler's POV, and he feels the attraction too. He just saw a gorgeous woman at his birthday party, and he was like, "Okay, I'll talk to her here in a little bit." But Justin comes up to him with her and goes, "This is my girlfriend." Like, this is just a bad meeting all the way around. And his world, like, crushes down when he goes, "This is my girlfriend." He's like, fuck.
Right?
I love him too, because he's like, maybe it's not a great relationship.
Maybe their relationship's on the rocks.
Like, they're both freaking thinking, like, maybe it's a stepdad. Maybe they're in a bad relationship.
Right.
Like,
They're both trying to think of ways around this.
yeah. So he watches her the whole party, and he can admit his son is being a dick, not paying attention to her enough. Like, his son spends the whole time on his phone, and he's just like, "Look at this fucking woman. She's gorgeous. Pay attention to her."
Right?
Like, Tyler is trying to ignore his attraction, but then his son comes into the kitchen when he's putting up dishes and is like, "How do you like Lexi?" And he's just like, "What the fuck do I say?" She's okay.
Right? Like, well, how do you get into that? She's fucking smoking hot and you're a douche for not paying attention
Like,
to her.
so awkward. I love daddy books, but they're so awkward to the point it's almost cringy.
Right.
Sometimes. Now, Tyler does play it off, saying she's nice. Now, Justin is not around a lot, so he thinks all this will be fine as long as his son is happy. They'll stay away, whatever. Well, he was mistaken. Justin all of a sudden wants a relationship and be around all the time.
Oh.
So Justin is coming around a lot more, and of course brings Lexi along. And they've gone to some dinners the past few weeks, and now she is swimming in Tyler's pool, and the swimsuit is not leaving much to the imagination. So her and Justin are swimming. Tyler is watching them. He lifts Lexi up to, like, the edge of the pool and ends up fingering her. And I love Tyler because he does sit and watch like a creep.
Yeah, I love
But he is justified. He is pissed because his son is missing all her social cues. Like, he obviously she pushed her breast out, indicating,
Obviously.
like, "Hey, play with them," and he just kind of ignores them.
So his son's a piece of shit life.
Yeah. So he's just like, "God damn it, my son's pathetic." And I just live for those moments. And I love it because Tyler can even tell she faked her orgasm.
It's just from watching.
And he's like, Justin looks back all smug at her, and Tyler just goes, "You fucking idiot, she faked it." Like, why are you all smug?
Right?
So Justin and Lexi stay over, and she's all worked up because she actually looked at Tyler and knew he was watching, and it kind of turned her on. So she's in bed with Justin, so might as well use him.
Pretend he's a bad.
Yup.
Jesus Christ.
But so she does have sex with Justin, but imagines that it's Tyler. But during, she could tell Tyler was outside the door listening and watching again.
Ah.
So that just turned her on more. So this goes on for months. They're like, it's like they know they're attracted to each other, but they know they can't do anything.
Right.
So it's just like, oh my god. She's wearing skimpy outfits. They play board games and flirt. I think they even one time, Justin is like outside on the phone or playing video games, and she's playing footsie with the dad, and the dad's just letting it happen.
Nice.
So it's like they know they're attracted to each other. Tyler even comes to terms that he cares about her more than just like a quick lay. It's not just sexual attraction, because now they're getting to know each other. They're playing the board games and everything. He even helps her with some insecurities that his son caused. So, like, one day Lexi is, like, crying, and Tyler's asking her what's wrong and, like, really frustrated because, like, who would make her cry? Apparently, so she is a singer at a burlesque place. His son wanted her to stop and said, "You need to stop, like, dressing half naked. You can't sing. Why do you think you can sing?" Like, causing all those insecurities.
Right.
And Tyler was like, "Do not believe any of those." So now it's a few months later, and Justin broke up with Lexi. She does not have a problem with this. It all seemed kind of mutual. He cheated on her, and she goes, "You know what? We're not right for each other anyways. It's cool."
I just want to fuck your dad.
Yeah. But what she is upset is she can't see Tyler anymore. She doesn't have an excuse to see him anymore. Now she's at work, and she sees Tyler's there to watch her perform. She goes out, and he says he's there to check on her basically after the breakup, but she knows better. And she's even like, they're dancing around all this sexual tension. Now that the son's not in the picture, it's like, fuck it.
Right.
She is done playing games, is like, "You know what, I'm gonna do this." So tells him to meet her in the bathroom soon. We know what exactly happened. She's basically telling him she wants to, and he tries so hard to dissuade her, but she basically lifts up her dress and flashes him.
Ooh.
And he loses it. Now, I made this note. K.A. brings the smut every time.
Yes, she does.
Every time. Every time. Amazing Daddy Dom scene, even forcing her to come multiple times before he even fucks her. Like, amazing. Now, when they get to the sex, it's just as amazing. They screw in the club, and I love it. Once they're done at the club, they're both like, "Nope, we need to go again." So they screw on the way home. They screw in the garage. They eventually get to bed.
Yeah.
They eventually get there. They just take a lot of pit stops on the way.
Yeah.
Probably took hours to get there.
Sounds like a great night.
Yeah. It's just, like, crazy, and, so he does take her home, and it's all smut. We get more world building later on. Right now, we are just getting smut. That's all this week, like, because eventually she stays for the weekend. That's all this weekend is. It's
Right.
just smut, smut, smut. Now, Tyler is saying fuck it in his head. He wants to keep Lexi. He is such a good daddy. He takes care of her and, like, pays her, makes sure she's drinking water like a good daddy should.
Right.
Now, while they are having sex again, he even asks her to stay. He doesn't say, like, anything in specific. He's just like, "Please stay." I think eventually they come to the agreement that it's just going to be the weekend, but obviously
that's not what he meant.
That's not what he meant. So now a good chunk of this book is, I'm just kind of summarizing. So a good chunk of this book is them hiding their relationship. So they have the weekend of sex and everything, but it just, Tyler doesn't want just sex with her. He wants a relationship.
Right.
And he doesn't really care about his son. I think he even said, fuck it. In his head. He was just like, "You know what? Fuck my son."
Right? He fumbled. Fuck him.
He cheated. He broke her heart. Fuck him.
Yeah.
Because even Tyler knew this was supposed to be, like, some revenge plan that she had in her head. Like, "Oh, I'm gonna fuck your dad."
Right.
But I love her thoughts later on because she's even like, "You know what? Fuck you, Justin. Your dad's a better lay." Like, damn, girl.
Why is it shit like this real life?
Oh, God, I don't know. But, so, they do finally go on a date, which is perfectly planned by Tyler. So he is an architect and took her to a restaurant he designed so she could see what he does, because she would appreciate that more. He's very meticulous in his date planning. Now, they do have a little spat. So Tyler goes to the bathroom while she goes outside to kind of wait for valet.
Mm-hmm.
And an older couple basically say some derogatory, like, gold digging whore, like, stuff like that.
Right.
And it upsets her so much. And she has a hard time telling him. He eventually gets it out of her in the car when they're on the way to her place. He actually, I think when they get to her place, he turns right around and she's like, "Where are you going?" He goes, "To beat up those people." Like, but Tyler dropped her off at home because she's in her head, and he even says, "Now's not the time to have sex. You need to be alone with your thoughts and think this over because we're going out on dates now. This is
so considerate."
Yeah, like, it's so sweet. Like, he's like, "This is a relationship now. You
Right.
can't listen to those remarks." When she gets to the door, though, luckily, Tyler was like, oh, if I walk you to the door, we're going to have sex. So I'm going to drop you off. Justin is at her door.
Oh, shit.
Yep. So luckily, so Justin finally, she's like, why are you here? And Justin goes, I want to get back together with you, but she shuts him down. Yes, and she even goes, yes, you cheated, but she tells him, like, there was more wrong with our relationship than just you cheating.
Right.
Like, there's so much more wrong. Justin does not leave, though, but tells her that he does leave, but he's go, I'm not giving up that easy, and leaves. So obviously he's not done.
Right.
Now, Lexi does tell Tyler about it. Now, a week goes by, and Tyler and Lexi kind of continue their hidden relationship. One night, Justin asks his dad to go out to dinner so he can get advice from him. Tyler does tell Lexi, he's like, hey, I'm going to go out to dinner with my son, and I'll see you another night. And she's like, okay, have fun. Tyler goes, and Justin wants advice on how to get Lexi back.
Oh, jeez.
Tyler is nervous, but does play it off. He basically tells Justin, like, just leave it alone. Don't get back together. He goes, no, I want your advice. Please tell me how to do this. And he goes, you cheated. You need to live with the consequences. And if she says no, you need to respect that.
Right.
End of story. And he's like, I think I can wear her down. I just love him. He's like, well, that sounds fucking romantic. Like, those little quips are so funny to me. Justin is pissed, thinking Tyler would actually give him advice to get Lexi back. So Justin is pissed and leaves. Now, the next scene I love. Tyler feels a little insecure. So on the way home, he parks and calls Lexi to have phone sex.
Oh.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, and the dirty talk, man.
Dirty talk's amazing.
He's like, I want you to show who that belongs to. I want to see it. It is mine.
It's mine.
Like, he felt so insecure.
Like, thinking she would go back with that asshole.
Yep. So, the next night, Lexi's at work and getting ready. Justin shows up. This is where we find out Justin's not all right in the head. He is drunk off his ass, threatening Lexi to take him back, breaks her mirror, is grabbing her aggressively. She even thinks, like, he wants to get it on with her, like, rape her. So, she's just, like, freaking out. Luckily, security gets him out, gets him away. Lexi's in a very hard place because she does not want to be the thing that breaks his dad and him's relationship.
Right.
So, but she's like, I need to tell him. So I think she waits like a night.
Mm-hmm.
And then finally, after they're done and they're relaxed and sleeping, she does tell him. And Tyler does not react well. Literally, they're naked in bed. He gets up and puts his pants on. Doesn't say where. And she goes, where are you going? And he goes, to beat up my idiot son. Like, he's like...
He's not playing around.
No, because it's one thing that, yes, he's his son, but, like, you threatened her. Like, you grabbed her. She even admitted about the rape thing, so she's like, no, this is not okay. I don't give a fuck if you're my son. Lexi does not want to be the thing that breaks up their relationship, so convinces him to stay in bed by having sex with him.
Like, if you stay, we'll give you this punani.
Yeah. Like, literally. And I think eventually she's like, are you distracted enough? And he's like, you better suck harder. You better do better if you don't want me to go beat him up.
Suck harder, baby.
Tyler's pissed, but he's like, he's my son. Lexi says he was just drunk and maybe it was just,
a one-time thing.
Yeah, so he's like, fine. So I love the next one because now Tyler's family's coming over for family dinner. Justin never comes, but they know Lexi dated Justin and that Tyler and her are friends and they get along.
Mm-hmm.
She was nervous about it. Tyler's like, it's fine.
That's fine.
That's fine. So the dinner was great. Great in many ways. Before everyone came over, he put one of those remote control vibrators in her. It controls your phone. Yeah. So I freaking love it. So it's like literally when she answered the door, he turned it all the way up. And she went, hi! Hi! She just evil glares at him like, motherfucker. So, they finish up and Tyler's dad does pull him aside and basically is like, how long have you been banging Lexi? And Tyler's just like, what? He's like, I'm not an idiot.
Yeah, Lexi, how long have you been banging?
I know. It's funny because Billy's name when he's drunk or high is Tyler, so how long have I been banging him? A long time. And basically Tyler's dad is great. He's like, listen, I support you. He basically goes, is Justin and her broken up? And Tyler's like, yeah. And he goes, oh, fuck it.
I support this.
I support this. Because Tyler even brings up like the age issue, and he's like, son, I married a girl 20 years younger than me too, so, you know.
Right. He understands.
He's like, I lost some friendships, but, you know, it's for the better.
Mm-hmm.
Lexi gets back to her apartment the next morning, and Justin is there. It looks like he's been there all night with flowers. Justin is aggressive this time, because he's like, you're just now getting home. I've been here all night waiting for you. She goes, why have you been here?
Right? And
I told you. Yeah, I told you, like, first off, we're broken up. One. Right? Two, I told you to leave me alone, so you shouldn't be here all night.
Exactly.
So, like, no. Now, he is, like, calling her a whore and all this other shit, but he eventually leaves. Lexi calls Tyler to come over, and she explains what happens. They decide it's time to tell him, but Tyler doesn't want his son to force her to do something she's not ready for. So even tells her, like, hey, let's sleep on it and kind of go to bed. We'll sleep on it, and then if you feel the same in the morning, we'll go tell him.
Right.
They don't even get a chance because Justin breaks into her apartment that night and finds them in her bed. Yep. Justin keeps calling Lexi his slut, and Tyler snaps because he's like, stop calling her that, and he keeps saying it, and finally he's like, no, fuck you, and punches him. And then he grabs him and drags him into the living room and says, we're going to talk about this right now. Now, I mean, kid or no kid, Justin deserves that.
He does.
I'm sorry.
Like, it sucks that it's his dad that's doing that, but...
You broke into an apartment.
You harassing her?
Like, even if it was not someone, like, let's say, you know, even if he wasn't dating her, I would, and if I find out you did that, I'm beating your ass.
Right. Like, she told you to leave her the fuck alone. Leave her the fuck alone.
Yeah, like, you're going about this the wrong way, kid. Now, Tyler and Lexi try to talk to him calmly and explain things about how they're in love, but Justin is pissed and is yelling at them both. Justin does leave, but they hate that he found out this way, but relieved that they can be out in the open now. Because that's really the only person they were worried about.
Right.
They weren't worried about anybody else. A couple days later, they go about their relationship. They're out in the open, they're having dates, everything's fine. A couple days later, Justin confronts Tyler. He basically said Justin's like, you need to break up with Lexi. And Tyler's like, why the fuck would I do that now? No. When Tyler declines, Justin shows him a video on his phone. So he hacked into Tyler's security cameras and got videos of them fucking in the garage. And basically says, if you do not break up with her, I am releasing this video.
That's fucked up.
Yep. Tyler does confront Lexi about it, and by the way he's sounding at first, she's like, if you're breaking up with me, please don't break up with me. Like, please, we'll fix it.
Right.
But Tyler goes, no, it's not what it's about, and even, like, fucks her and is like, excuse me, let's fix this. Right. I'm not breaking up with you. Calm down.
I'm gonna fuck you and show you your mind.
Yes. That's his thing. So he explains it and tells Lexi all about it. She is so sweet. She does not even worry about herself. She goes, what if it gets out and your
reputation is ruined?
You're an architect. Yeah. You own your own business. You have shareholders. Like, no, this can't get out. And he goes, I don't really care. Now we get to the climax. They just start getting used to being out in the open now. But one night they get a call from the hospital. Justin was in an accident and passed away.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. Now they try to get to it, but Tyler's just so in his head that he does break it off with Lexi, saying it was all her fault.
Oh, her fault?
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
You forgot about it?
I forgot about that. Motherfucker's blaming her?
Yeah, he blamed her.
I'm gonna hurt him.
Yeah, I know. You want to love Tyler so bad throughout the whole book, and then when that happens...
I do love him throughout the whole book, but then now you tell me this, and I just want to...
You read the book!
I forgot. It's been like 2 years. You know how many books I read a year?
It's kind of like me with the Mafia book. Like, she did what with the straws?
Yeah. Like, I read over 400 books a year. I forgot.
I don't. I reread a lot, so I don't. Like, that's my problem. And now I got into those by chapter things.
Those things get
Although
me.
I did figure out those rewards where you watch the ads to get coins. I just
you
do
only
that.
get like 5 ads per day. Bullshit.
It's fine. I just am like, okay, I guess I'm not reading this today. If I don't get enough coins.
My ass paid $40 to finish one. Fuck that.
That is ridiculous.
$40 down the drain?
Yeah, that's too much.
I was mad at myself, but I finished it. I was so happy.
Yeah, once I'm done this werewolf one, I'm done
Just
with it.
delete that app and don't look at them.
Don't. They pop up all the time on
Just
Facebook.
skip it.
Hello, all you beautiful book babes. I am sorry for the interruption, but I'm pleased to tell you that today we have one of our oldest sponsors back again. So this episode is brought to you by Dubby. Dubby is an energy drink with no sugar, but does not give you that jittery feeling or crash after you drink it. There's no fillers, artificial colors, dyes, sugars, or any of the other BS and preservatives. My personal favorite to drink is the Peach and Peach for when I need that extra pick-me-up when editing our podcast all night. All you have to do is click the link in the description, or because I know links can be a little finicky, go to www.dubby.gg and in the coupon code field put SMUT, S-M-U-T, for 10% off your order. Thanks for listening. So I stopped there because obviously the climax, that was everything. We're about 75% in. Now, Spice, I gave it a 5. 100%. Humor, I gave it a 2. Emotional 5.
Yeah, it's pretty emotional.
World building a 5. Because K.A. Knight does bring the world building.
Oh, yeah.
Her books are freaking. I think her shortest book is 300 pages.
Yeah, she has long books, but it's worth it.
Oh, yeah.
She is some damn good writing.
Well, I kind of understand now because I wrote a decent sized book for my first book, and now that I'm trying a novella, I'm having a hard time squeezing
the details
in, but I'm like, wait, I don't need the details in a novella.
Yeah.
It's hard to draw that line of, okay, I need this detail, I don't need this detail.
Right.
That's why I've stopped till you edit the first couple chapters. I'm like, I want to see what she thinks first before I keep writing, because I'm like, I feel like some details were not necessary, but some were, and I'm like, wait, was that detail really necessary?
Yeah.
So, but smut to blot ratio, I gave it a 5, because I mean, literally it's no smut, smut, still smut.
Still smut.
There's like no smut, like between 70 and 80%, and then there's smut.
Yeah.
So, overall, I gave this a 5. It's a 5er for me.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite books. I reread it all the time. I think I slowed down rereading this book. I like go through phases where I'm like, okay, let me start over. Let me reread this section and this section on my Goodreads. But yeah, this was really a good book and the start of our Daddy Month. What a good one to kick it off with.
Yeah.
No, please make sure that you like, comment, subscribe to our podcast, listen to wherever you listen to your podcast, and what else? Oh, social media. You would think I would have this ending scripted by now. Nope, I just wing it. Like my intros, I used to script them, but they sounded so robotic. I'm like, I can't do that anymore. I freeball. I'll even be like, this person, I can't say their last name. Thank you. Moving on. So, make sure that you follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. I post spoilers. Like Saturdays, I post like what our episode's going to be for the next day. And I post little tidbits throughout the week of that episode. If you don't want to listen to the full one, you could just listen to little tidbits. And just get it from there. I'll take it from social media too. So, the social media handle is Basic Book Babes Podcast, and that is it. So, you beautiful book babes, have a wonderful day. Bye.
Bye.